Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome in lesson 4.2 in our professional planning engineer workshop. In this lesson, we will create our activities with its relation and duration in Excel and will export it one time to the Primavera. So let's go and do our steps. I have here input two files. The first file is my data loading, the one we just did it last lesson, and I have here also the WBS template that I'm using. This WBS template we discussed before. The only thing I have added here is a numbering system. So this numbering system will make me sure that no level or no path of the WBS will be repeated. And I use this numbering system to insert it here in this template, and it is ready for me to go. How I creating this numbering system? Let me tell you. I copied this column, I added a new sheet, I pasted here, then I removed the duplicated from data here, remove duplication, and then I have assigned a shortcut for each level of these. This is what I did here. Okay, then I'll delete this one now. Then here I used a VLOOKUP to find the name here and come back for me with a shortcut. The reason I'm doing it again is to have a unique path for each WBS level in my sheet. Then in the file I'm using to insert to Primavera, I use the short name to be my code. So this is how Primavera can understand what I'm doing. So let's go and practice. I'm going to open the Primavera and I'm going to create a new project. I will make a new EPS so I can find easily my schedule. So I'll call it week 4 PPE. Then here I'll just simply insert a new project. Yep. I'll open my project and be sure again that no other projects are open. I'm going to open it again. And this is my project. From the project WBS, I will start creating some dummy WBS levels. Then I will export this file. I will save it where I can find it later. Call it PPE week 4 MPTWBS. Okay, and I will export. Okay, now I'm going to open the file I have just created with the notepad, and I want to clean the POPS. So I'm going to, after it, Control F, I'll find 100% or percent and F, find next. Okay, this one from here just above it, then I'll drag and I'll click shift and I'll find the first line here after POBS. Then I'll just delete it. While I'm standing here, I want to copy my project data. So from my template, I'll find percentage and T project, percentage and T project. Here until I reach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows. I'll copy this one. I'll go to my WPS template. I'll just paste it here to check it is 8 rows. Then I'll copy these 8 rows. I'll paste it in my template. Yep. Now I need to change the project short name to new project -7. And I am ready to go. I'll just be sure that my formula here working up to the very end. So to be sure from this, I will drag it few lines to check it is 0. It means my formula working up to the end. Now I'm going to copy all this information. Copy it, and I will replace whatever here up to this E. Then I'll close and save. Now I'm going to my project. I will delete it. Then I will import whatever I have just made. Yeah, this one. I will import this to my EPS. And all my WPS along with its codes I have just created will be imported to my Primavera. Let me open the project to check that the WPS is okay. And here is my WPS are just fine. Okay. Second step I want to create now. I don't need this WPS template anymore. I will close it. Now I have some work to do here. First thing is, from your activity bank, you have to create a new level or a new sheet that contains all your activities. How you can get all your activities? Simply from here, from the activity name, you can copy it and create new sheet, paste it as value, and again you copy the control ID, paste it as value, and then you remove duplication. So this is the list of your activities. Now we want to assign or to tell our program how to deal with it by assigning some levels to it or some activity WPS. So this is the same I have made here. So WPS, I have level 1. This is the first level, and level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever levels we have. The first thing is the project name. Our project name is new project 7. So I need to change this one to new project 7. Then I will just double click to drag it in its place. Okay, what I'm doing now, I'm assigning the code for all my activities. To tell when I'm importing the activities, I need the activities to be imported in its exact place. So the first thing here, the first level I have here is the WPS level. Level number 0. CONS. What is this? From where I can get it? Let's go to the plain concrete under slab on grade and try to fill it now together. Plain concrete under slab on grade should be where here? Under engineering? No, not under engineering. It is under construction. So what is the first level I have here is a construction. Simply I'm going to project WPS and find what is the construction path. It is CONS. So I'm going to copy this one and I'll paste it here. What is the level number 1 after construction? What I have here from Primavera, this is construction. I have all buildings. So what is the WPS for all buildings? It is ALLB. I'm going to copy this one and paste it here. Now, for level 2, 3, 4, and 5, I will keep them varied because this will depend on the building type, as you can see here. After this, we go to the residential buildings, then we have utility buildings, then we have swimming pools. So this level could vary from activity to another. The stage could vary as well. The zone could vary as well. Apartment type could vary as well. So I'll keep these 4 levels, 1, 2, 3, 4 to be varied. This will be done later on now. We'll see together. What about level 6? Level 6 here. Plain concrete. It should be under substructure. This is a level 6. Or the other levels. So it should be under substructure. So I will highlight the substructure and go to the WPS. I'll find that the substructure code, here it is. I'll copy and paste it here. What about level 7? Level 7, after substructure, I have here this for concrete work. So what is the code for concrete work? From WPS, you can get the code CNWR. And I put it here. So you have to create or to do this step for only the list of activities you have. They are not too much according to your activities, but when we did here, you have to do it for 264 activities to assign activities. And by using Excel, should be easy to copy and paste because this one will be the same for the above, exactly the same. Plain concrete and reinforced concrete. Plain concrete under slab on grade and the plain concrete under footing are in the same WPS. Reinforced concrete also the same. So you'll not find yourself doing too much changes. It's all manual changes to fill very fast this WPS for the activity bank. Why we are doing this? Because we need here from our data loading. So I don't need this sheet now. I'm going to delete it. I want to start creating my WPS right away. So my WPS, I have here this WPS up to level 1. So it will get me the project level, then the level 0, then level 1. So I'm going to copy this column, and this will be for WPS up to level 1. Now I want to assign up to level 1 for all my activities. So simply I'll do VLOOKUP formula to look for what? To look for the control ID and find for me 1, 2, 3, 4, column number 4, which I need now. So WPS up to level number 1 already done. Now I have WPS level 6 and 7, which are these two. I made here a formula. This formula is very simple. What it do? It will find if there are values here, it will put the codes and dot before it. If there is no value, it will not put anything for me here. So from the data loading, I'm going to copy this one. So I have here up to level 1 and I have 6 and 7. I'll paste here the column. So this up to level 6 and 7. I'll do the same VLOOKUP for the control ID in my activity WPS and 1 2 3 4 5, and I need the column number 5 and exact match. Here also I need to put exact match. Okay, what is remaining for me now? I have level 1 and the 6 and 7. So remaining for me 2 3 4 5. So here level 2 3 4 5. Going to copy and paste these levels here. Okay, level 2, what it represent? Level 2 representing the building type, whether it is the residential building or we have another type of buildings. So from here, if you go to activities, this is the level 2. So my level 2 belong to residential buildings, utility buildings, and swimming pools, and so on. From where I can get my level 2 also? From this document, I can filter only level 2. And here, the level 2 I have in my WBS. And also, I can copy this one. And here, I'm telling you how to do it in different ways. So, I'm going to make it like this. And from my data loading, building type, I need to find the building type, and I will remove duplicate. Yup. Okay. And here what I want to look for, and assign to it the relevant code, but I need still to copy the code here because I don't need the name, I need only the code. Okay, so whenever I find apartment A1, A2, A3 or A4, which code I need? I need the residential building. I will copy this here. What about the boundary wall? Where it is? So the boundary wall, where it is in our WPS, boundary wall should be under one of these blue things. So it is under roads and boundary wall. We can get the code from here directly, or we can get it from here. So here is boundary wall. Children's swimming pool. Let's go and find it. Children's swimming pool. Where it is? It should be under swimming pools. Here. So we can get it from here directly also. From WBS. And this will applicable for all the pools we have, main swimming pool also, and secondary swimming pool. What about domestic and fire water network? Where it is? Domestic and fire network should be in the infrastructure. Nope. Infrastructure, yeah. So it is in infrastructure. So from here, project WBS, this is the stage for it. I can copy. Also the irrigation is the same. Not sure about landscaping. Landscaping, where it is in different WBS. So I'm focusing on the blue WBS. Okay, this is the landscaping, low and medium voltage. Here also in the let's see, it is utility buildings. We have here water tank, sewage treatment, electrical supply station, recreation stuff, just to know where things are. So here electrical power distribution station, it is under the infrastructure stage. Switchgear room, recreation building, recreation, here we have it, utility and recreation. So just you need to spend little time here. Or if you have this exact same names here, you can find from between here and here. Okay, so sanitary wastewater collection system, we want to find it. Here it is under infrastructure. So we know now that the infrastructure is this one. Oh, sorry. Security building, I think it is under the utility buildings. Yeah. So this is security building. Site work and roads, it is under, should be roads. Yeah, so the roads here. Staff building in the utility buildings. Okay, I want to get rid of whatever I don't need now. So, and name the sheets properly. So this is, let's call it link, to link our activity WBS code that we are looking for. Now the storm drainage system, same here. Street lighting also the same. Telecommunications, utilities building and warehouse are here. Okay, so this is my level 2. This is my level 2 WBS. I'm going to make VLOOKUP. I will look for what? I will look for the type. Then I need the relevant value here in column number 2. And I need exact match. And this is what exactly I want. Okay, what about level 3? What we have here in level 3? Let's go and check. So this is level 2. Here we have the stage, so it is very simple. I'm going to my here. This is the level 3 where we have stages. This is all for engineering. Here I have stage A, B, C, blah 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 blah. This I need. Okay, so I'm going to in here paste it along with its code. This is the codes I will need for now. Then I will do the same from the data loading. Stage of work. Here we have it here. Stage of work. I'm going to copy and paste it in a new sheet. Then I will remove duplication, and this is only values I have here to look for. So this is stage, I'll copy it, and then from link I'll paste it here. So whenever I find the stage A, I need this code. Stage B, C, D, E, F until E, I need this code. Then routes, I'll skip it now. Stage F, I need this code. Stage E, I need this code. Okay, I have now the infrastructure stage, and I have here landscape stage and routes. So I have here only, I don't see in my stage in the data loading, for example, the boundary wall, which is not correct. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to filter here whatever boundary wall is, from the building type. Okay, and I want to check the stage associated with it. The stage of work here is associated to root stage. No, I need it to be boundary wall. So I'm going to copy this one here and this one here, and from the stage I'm going to change the root to boundary wall in order to fit my WPS in its place. And here I have boundary wall, and I can put the code for it. And to be accurate, I want to fill whatever I finished so far. So I finished stage A, B, C, D, E, F. I'm going to fill them with yellow. Boundary wall, I just finished it. I'm going to copy its code here. And then I have the routes. I have main routes, I have main route, and I have secondary route. Let's see what we have in our data loading. Do we have here routes separated main route and secondary route? Search for route. We only have here site works and routes. So if you want to use this WPS, you need to separate what is the main route and what is the secondary route. We can do this by defining here what is the main route and what is the secondary route. But for the training purposes, I'm going to just find the activity name. For example, here we have excavation. We have two excavation here. You can do it like this. you have to, if you want to separate them, if you are not, if they are not separate in your bill of quantity, it looks like they are not separate in our bill of quantity. So you need to define in the stage which are the main root and which is the secondary root, or the other way around, and I make it to tell you how to make it the other way around. Let's say I will make all the roots I have, I will make it main roots, okay? And I'll call it in that case only roots. And I'll be sure that all the activities are relevant to the roots. We're gonna have something else here. Then simply I'm going to use the root stage, and I will change my WPS in Primavera, and I will delete the secondary root. If you have time to decompose the roots into main root and secondary root, okay, do it. But here I will make it root stage, and in that case I will assign it to this WPS, and I'll tell you in a moment now how to make it in Primavera, how to edit. Very simple. So the main roots finished, secondary roots, okay, we don't have a problem with it. Now we have here the sanitary wastewater collection system. Let's go to our data loading to check why you don't have it separate. Sanitary wastewater collection system, and the stage of work for it, it is infrastructure stage, but we don't like it like this. We need to call it here sanitary wastewater collection system, and I'm going to change it here as well, and I will drag it. So now I am fine-tuning my WPS. Be sure that it is exactly matching what I'm looking for. I will do the same for the storm drainage here. This is a storm drainage system. I'm going to filter here the storm, and this is the beauty of Excel. You can change things very fast. And from the stage here, I'm going to use the correct wording, drag it, be sure that the link is okay. Here it is, and I can highlight. I finished this one. What about domestic and fire network? I will do the same. Domestic and fire network. Domestic, okay, here it is, and I want to change the stage of work to be as I want. So this is the stage of work. Sorry, drag it simply here, and be sure that I got the required code for it. Irrigation water system, I need it also separate. Irrigation system, and from the zone I can change the name to whatever I want. Drag it. Be sure that the same name got the right code. Electrical power distribution, let's see if we have it here separate. And you need to be smart doing this type of things, because sometimes decomposing it to a very low level will cost you huge working hours. So I'm going to bypass this one. Telecommunication, I'm going to copy it, and I believe we have here telecommunication separate. Yep. From the zone I'll make it separate telecommunication, and I'll be sure that the code is there. Street lighting system, I believe we have it. So street lighting system, we'll filter it from here. Street lighting, yep. And I'm going to change the zone for it. You might asking yourself now why I'm bothering doing it, why don't doing it in Excel and copy paste. Just wait for me, bear with me please, and you will see how good is it. Now I have hardscaping and softscaping. This all relevant to the landscape. So let's see if I have the landscape separated before I deciding to make it landscaping and hardscaping. What we have here is only landscaping. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use one of these. I'm going to use this one for the landscaping. I'll highlight it like this. Then here, root stage, we already did it. I'm going to delete. And just in case if there are something left in the infrastructure stage, I'll put it in the soft escape stage, then I will rename it later on. Okay, so now I have all my stage work ready to go. I'll clear my filters and I'll going for the VLOOKUP. I'll VLOOKUP, look for what? For the stage. After I find the stage, I need to find the code, which is column number 2 with exact match. And be sure that I don't have any errors. Okay, fantastic. What about level 4? Level 4 here for me is what? Level 4 is the zone. After the stage, we have the zone. So let us go from the zone and we'll do the same. We'll copy it in a new sheet. I will paste it, then I will remove duplicate. So this is the zones I have right now. Okay, so this is the zones. I will put it here. Now I need to find the code for the zones. I'll filter level 4. And from structure here, this is the structure, this is the zones I have, which is very nice to have them all in one place. And these are the codes I need. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, up to 18. So this is up to 18 will be good for me to be pasted here. And I can highlight this Then I have here, let's go, okay, we have here 22. It is not in order, so I need to find, okay, 25. Where is 25? Here is 25. It is here. 26 is here. 22, this one. 21. Then we have 27, 28, 29. Then 24. Okay, they are just not in order, but no problem. Then we have here 29, 29. Here it is. Okay, now I'll get rid of this two columns, and I have here some strange zones. So let me check what is external work in the zone. What is this external work? This is for boundary wall. For boundary wall. Yep. Anything else here? Type boundary wall. So domestic, fire and water and blah 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 blah. So for boundary wall, what should it be? Here I have external work, boundary wall, and there are nothing in the boundary wall. So this should be nothing, because I don't have another level when it comes to the boundary wall. I should stop here. So all external work, whatever I don't have zone for it, I should simply delete it. Okay, so I'm going for this one, and I will keep these blanks: boundary, irrigation, street lighting, and telecommunication. I don't need codes for them because there are no zones for them. So far I have 3. I have done 3 levels. What else remaining? WBS level 5 is the apartment type. So I'm going to use the same column I have here earlier, and I'm going to paste it here once again. This is all the apartment types I have. Now I need to find what is the next level I have here from the apartment types. So this is the apartment types. But it is here repeated, so no problem at all. I can take this one, copy, and I will go to a new sheet, paste it. I don't need this column, and I will remove duplication. So this is the apartment types codes I need to link. Let's paste it here. So apartment type A1 should take this code. A2 should take this code. A3, A4, we have them, okay. Then we have villa 1, 2, 3. But I cannot see here villa type V4. It means something wrong in my WBS. So I'm going to check here. I can find villa type V3, then another WBS is very weird substructure, which should be under villa type V4. It means something wrong in my numbering system. So here we can find, if we are going to villa type V2, it should be level 5, okay? Then villa type V3, level V5, okay? Then villa 4, here it is, and it is level 6. It means I have a numbering mistake here. Okay, so if this one is villa V3 and this one should be villa V4, see, this is my check to check if there is something duplicated. But in that case, instead of 3, it should be 4. And then this one should be 4.1. This substructure, then the earthwork should be 0.1 again. And from here I need to fix my numbering system. I have a problem in my numbering system. So this is 4.1.3. And then I have superstructure, it is 4.2, then 4.3, 4.4, 4.5, and looks okay. So I believe this error was repeated again here. So here villa 1, villa 3, then villa 4. Villa 4 shouldn't be like this. Villa 4 should take the same numbering of villa 3. Then instead of 3, I'll make it 4. Then here the substructure should be 4.1. Earthwork should be 4.1.1. Then the concrete work should be 2. And this should be 3. And this will fix the problem. Again, if we have villa number 4, it will have the same problem. It looks like villa 4 numbering system was not correct. So this will be 0.1 and the earthwork will be 0.1 again. Concrete work will be 0.2 and then will be this will be 0.3. Okay, we'll check if we have villa 4 again. Yep, here it is. So I'm going to copy this one, paste it, then I'll make this 4. This will be one level below, and this will be one level further. Then changing the numbering system here 2 and here 3. The reason I kept this error for you, or I didn't fix it before I start recording this video, because I want to tell you how to fix the errors if you found them. And it won't be a big deal to do it in Primavera right now. As you can see that we have a mistake, but we can fix it in a minute. And whenever you are working in planning, expect this kind of mistakes, but you need to be able to catch them and fix all your mistakes while doing it, or while different stages of the project. of the planning project planning. So here's the last one, I believe. This is Villa V3, and we'll make it here. Change 3 to 4, and then we'll add 4.1. This should be 4.1.1. This 0.2 and this 0.3. And this red check is actually useful because we will know what is repeated and we can fix it. Okay, so we fix it now. How to fix it in Primavera then? Actually, it is very, very simple. So let's go to our sheet, this one, you remember? We'll open in Notepad, and from project up to the very end, we will select it like this, and from our WBS we'll be sure that the last row is working for us. These are the steps. Yep. Then we will select this data, copy, and Control V here. Then we'll close and save. We'll go to our project and we will delete it. Then we'll import it once again after we fixed the numbering system. Of course, if you are doing the WBS in the traditional way, it will be very hard to fix something like this. But in our case, fixing is a matter of changing some little information only. And the reason I'm doing this method in my planning, because I want to be able to edit everything in very fast steps. So let's go and see if it is fixed. Stage A is for apartment, stage B for apartments, stage V for villas. So this is Villa 1, Villa 2, Villa 3, and here is Villa 4. Yep. Okay, so we fixed the problems in few steps. Going to save this one. Then I need to find Villa 4 here. From my WPS, or even from here, I can find Villa 4 code and just paste it here. Okay. What about boundary wall, children swimming pool, and blah 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 blah? We don't need any levels for them. This levels only for the residential buildings, so we don't need them. Now I need to do the VLOOKUP for level 4. VLOOKUP. Look for what this was level 4. Sorry, this level 4. Give me 2 exact match. Now we need to add the formula for the zone. So VLOOKUP, it will look for the zone, and here bring me column number 2 and exact match, please. Last thing is I'm going to do the VLOOKUP again for the type, and here I'm going to find my type, column number 2, and exact match. Okay, what I have here now, and I have here all the required levels. So I have level 1, level 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6 and 7. So this is not empty. This, it has some zero values. So I want to make a formula to get me the WPS for all my levels. Now I'm going to save the sheet here. From time to time, try to save, not to lose all your data. So if I make the formula very simple like this, equal this up to level 1, then level 2, then level 3, then level 4, then level 5, then 6 and 7. Will it work for me? What do you think? No, because I need it to be with some conditions. What I mean by conditions? Here, for example, I have some zero values. So what will be the case here? It will be 0, 0. So I need to add one more condition to my formula, and I need to add dot as well. So I don't have problem with level 1, and I don't have problem with level 2 because we have nothing empty here. So the first thing, I'll be level 1 and I'll make double quota dot and. So this is up to level 1 and level 2. What about level 3? From here I will start making my formula. If this column greater than 0, then this column, otherwise don't do anything for me, and I will delete the other columns for now to check it. Okay, I need to close this one. And okay, so let's check what happened when it comes to the 0 level. From here we have some 0 values. So it gave me new project 7 dot construction dot all buildings, then dot roads, then B3. So I need to fine tune my formula now to give me one dot. I need here, I'm missing one dot here. Residential building, then I need one dot. So if the value of true, instead of giving this to me, I want to make double quota and this one. It will work for me? Yup. Okay. Now I have the path for this 1, 2, up to 3. Okay, now I need to add 4 and 5 with the same concept. But before doing this, let me check what happened when it is number 4, when it is 0. So it stopped here. And this is exactly what I want. Okay. Now I am standing on level 4. I need to add level 4. So I'm going to make and. Then if condition. I'm trying to teach you now the Excel formulas. If this value greater than 0, then put for me double quotas dot and this value. If not, don't do anything. Fair enough? Let's see it. Okay, so now I got with me this also level 4 Z01. Z01 here working great. Now I want to add level 5. So again, I will put and then if this one greater than 0, put for me please double quota dot and this one. Otherwise don't do anything for me and thank you. Okay, so now it looks great. What about if we had 0 here? It is stopped on this level. That's fantastic. Now I want to add the last row here. Do I have empty here? Yup. So I'll implement the same condition. I'll type and then if this value greater than 0, then put it because it has a dot already. Otherwise, thank you, don't do anything. Okay, looks it will work. Okay, so now I have the complete WBS path for my project. Let me do one check. Plain concrete under slab on grade. It is under construction. All building, residential building, stage A, zone 1, apartment A1, under substructure, concrete work. What if we don't have value here? It will stop in the, it will not take these two values. However, it will take the substructure and concrete work for me because it is belong to substructure and concrete work. So what if we try now to export these activities to Excel and see what will happen? So I'm going to save, and then I don't need these sheets. I will delete the extra sheets, and I will insert a pivot table in a new sheet. I'll call it 2B6. In this pivot table, what I need now, I need the activity ID, which I created where it is the activity let's say it's WBS. Where is the activity ID here? We didn't create it yet. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so we did not create yet the activity ID. So let us do the formula for the activity ID. I want to create a unique activity ID for each activity. I don't want them to be repeated. So how we can do this? We have some variables here we can join together, like the type of the building. We have the control ID for the activity. We have the zones, and we have the stage. So in order to do this, let me combine them and make a formula equal to building type. So the building type, I can take it from here, but it will be very long because apartment A1, I want to be sure that when I'm importing this data to Primavera, it will not cause for me any problems. So long digits will cause for me a problems here. So instead of taking the building type apartment A1 and A2, I can find something else short, and I'm thinking of using this one. But should we use it? We'll have blank rows. Yes, because we don't have here blah 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 blah. So I want to create now my activity ID to be unique and not repeated. So I'm going to use a formula to combine some parameters that I have. So the first thing I thought is using this column, it is not blank, and I should consider that the activity ID shouldn't be too long. So I will start with the stage. Then I can use the zone of work as well. This one. Then we can add the type of the building. Here. Oh, sorry. From here we can add the building type as well. And we will add also the control ID. Of the activity itself. So here is our control ID, okay. And let's see if we have a duplicated values, but we'll not see it from here because we might have some activities that associated with more than one activity. So here I added already the activity ID, and I should search if there is any empty rows. That means we have duplicated activities. Looks good for me. We don't have any duplicated activity, but I can see some errors here. So let's go and check if we have any errors here. We have some errors here. This is coming from WBS level 1. It means my formula cannot find the control ID there. So if we make this 22-3, retype it, it will fix the problem. No. So let's go and find why you cannot find sanitary fixture installation in the activity WPS. (22-3). 22-3. So might has different name. Sanitary fixture installation. This should be 10.4. So I have two options now, whether to change it here or to change it there. Since we don't have 22.3, I'm going to copy this one and paste it here. Let me find what else could be a problem. No. Again, sanitary fixtures. So it's all about sanitary fixtures. This time we need to change it to 22-3. 22-3. But let me first filter 10-4. 22-3, because I don't want to mix it with anything else. I was relaxed in this video, explaining in very details because I want you to understand how I'm doing the planning, and even you can catch some tips and tricks in Excel. Okay, so sanitary fixtures fixed. what else we have here? Access control system device. This 27-2. I just want to tell you that don't be disappointed when you have too many mistakes, because if you checked any schedule by this size, which done by the traditional way, you'll find much more mistakes than what we are talking about here. So access control system device, it should be, there is some mismatching here with the numbers. Okay, we have no issue. We'll copy this one. I better to copy this one this time, and I will drag it. Oops, no. I want to check that 27.2 only selected. 27-2. Then I'll copy it again and paste it carefully. I don't want to make anything else wrong. Okay, this is fixed, all fine. Then we have again access control system control panel 27-6 again. So I'm going to filter 27-6. I will drag the correct activity ID. What else we have? 21-4. So what is it? Fire fixtures. This is 21-4. Okay, be patient and take your time in this one, because if you didn't take your time here, then you will find a lot of mistakes later on. And as I told you, it's a huge project. It's not a small project where you can do it in a couple of hours. This project took months of planning. What we are doing in hours now, when it comes to the real situation in the traditional way, it will take months of planning. Okay, we don't have anything here. So as built, this is the correct one. A few items will not matter. This I think should be 26-3. It will solve the problem. Okay. Access control system first fix. (26-16). Copy it and paste it here. Do we still have errors? I think one more. Kitchen base cabinet. So this is 610. Okay, I believe we are good to go now. We don't have any other mistakes. This is how you can review your work. You need to do check after check after check after check, and continuous improvement should start from now and until you hand over the project. So I'm going to data now and I refresh my data. So this is simply my activity ID and this is my WBS path. What about adding now the duration? We have here the duration. Can select it from here, activity duration, and in that case I will not use sum, I will only use maximum, because if there are too many BOQ descriptions associated with one activity, the sum here will cause for me some problems. So let's go now and check how we can import this nice work to Primavera. If I made here, let's expand everything, and I will add one activity only. Let's add it not in the material, in the construction earthwork, for example. I will add one activity. Okay, then from file I'm going to export this as a spreadsheet, and I need only the activities. This is my project, and here my WBS. I just want to be sure that the activity original duration is included. Fine, next I'll choose where to save it. I'll save it in week 4 in the output documents, and I will save it. Okay, so this is a file generated from the Primavera. What I have here, I have here the activity ID and the WBS code and the original duration. Okay, so I'm going to, let's close this one, we don't need it anymore. I'm going to this one, Control Shift, and going to copy it and in a new sheet here, in the duration especially, I want to make just one check that I don't have, duration with 0. This one was for the negative duration. I'm going to put it 5. We may delete them later on, but just for this exercise I want to show you how it works. Okay, I'm ready now to clear my filter. So I'm going to copy all these activity IDs, Control C, and here I'm going to paste them as a values, and I will drag this not started, and here is WBS code which we created. Let's see if it will work for us. Let's copy it and paste it here. What is remaining is the duration. let's be sure it is stored as a text. Yeah, we don't need this, we don't need this, we don't need this. We need now the activity name. We did not include it, so we can simply add here one column for the activity name. Yes, this one. Here is our activity name, but in order to be sure that nothing goes wrong, I will copy it again and I repeat my steps again. Sorry for this, but this is how I'm doing things when I forget or I did I do a mistake. I'm going to copy it again, but let me check the zero values. I'll filter the zero values. I'll assign 2 days for them, no problem, just not a big deal. Then I will copy my code, my activity ID. Again, I will paste it here. Be sure it is the same size, or I need to delete something else. Yes, same size. Good. Now I'm going to paste the WPS. Duration. And the activity name. Of course, when you are practicing with this one, you will do it much faster than what I'm doing now, because I'm doing explaining, stopping, doing some intentional mistakes and non-intentional mistakes. But when you are practicing with this one, you should do it faster than me. So I'm going to close, and from Primavera I'm going to import spreadsheet. I will select the sheet, this one, and let's see what will happen. Will it work? Pray that it will work. Let's go. You sometimes need to wait, because you are exporting now or importing a huge data to the Primavera, so you need to be patient. Don't worry if you see that not responding, just be patient and wait. As you can see now, the magic is happening. We are importing thousands of activities along with their durations and their WPS location in our Primavera file. Enjoy being smart. This method using SDK, but sometimes SDK causing a lot of problems for me. That's why I decided to do it in a traditional way, very traditional way, and you will see the benefit from yourself. You don't have to install SDK or go through its problems. You just do a very simple import and export process. And depending on your size, your activity size or your project size, this may take for sometimes. So I'm going to pause now and resume recording when it is finished. and here the magic message telling import was successful. Let's see what happens. See, we have all the activities along with their WPS imported for us. Now we need to do one check. We need to remove to hide the empty WPS, because you will have some activities that out of your WPS. It means your WPS assigning was not 100% correct. So these activities you need to find and fix their WPS. However, I see that most of our WPS already are in place. That is very good. How many activities we have just imported? Do you know? It is 5,152 activities. So imagine if you are doing this in a traditional way, how we can do it. With duration estimation, this is important as well. Okay, so what we'll do with these activities? So let's go and find this activity name to check what is wrong with it. So we'll go to our data loading and find this activity to check what goes wrong with it. This activity is for Villa 3. Okay, and it should go to telecommunication. It will go to all building, residential building, and again we have residential building. So this is a mistake. Residential, sorry. So let's go and find the control ID for this activity. This is a control ID from our activity WPS. We'll find it. Then we'll check why we have two residential buildings. So the formula here, as I can see, it takes this column, which is not correct. The formula shouldn't take this column. The formula up to here is correct, but when we dragged it, it looks like we have a mistake. So let's double click this formula and be sure it will continue with the same we want. Okay, so now we need to fix this errors and try again. What do you think we should do? I will tell you. We'll file, export, then spreadsheet, activities, using our WPS, the same columns here we have added before, and we will export it. Since we don't want to change everything we have here, we are going only to change only the activities that out of our sequence or out of our WPS code. So this is the activities we have. Okay, now we are going to copy these wrong activities up to here and we'll make a new sheet. We'll paste as a value. Okay, then we'll make here a VLOOKUP formula to search for us the activity ID if it is in our wrong list, and return for us a value, whatever, does it matter. And we will make a filter here to find the spaces here. Yeah, sometimes because we have spaces, so Control H, remove all the spaces, replace with nothing. That's why we have here. So the first thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to filter the not applicable. It means these are correct and I don't want to do anything with them, and I will delete it. Okay, now I don't need this formula anymore. I will delete this whole column, and from my data loading, this 2.6, I'm going to just refresh it, and I will copy and paste it here in another sheet. And in that case, I want to change the WPS code. So from here, I will use VLOOKUP to search for me this activity ID in this sheet, and when it finds number 2, when it finds it, I need the path, its exact match. So I'm going to update only these activities. So you know now the problem. Can you fix it your own? This is for the part 1 of importing activities to the Primavera. Try to do it yourself, fix this file, and see you in part 2.